Hello everybody, welcome to the Decks of the Weekend. I just returned from Four Seasons, which was a weekend of amazing tournaments. I played for 3 days. I played Modern on Friday in the team event with Amulet Titan. I played Saturday in the pre-modern event with Els, which I came second in the deck list, and everything is on my Twitter and Instagram. I actually plan on writing an article for that too, for Channel Fireball. And then on Sunday, I played Legacy. I recorded the whole thing. It's gonna be on Mango's workshop as soon as we finish editing it. Behind me, I have a ton of cards that I started sorting before, but then I realized I have to do the deck of the weekend, so the sorting takes too much. I bought a lot of cards. The most precious one are for sure this two beautiful Bazaar of Baghdad. This one is in extremely good condition. I'm very excited for it. I don't know if I'll ever play them. I really hope to one day, but certainly a card I wanted to have. I found a great deal, and I'm in a time in life where I'm happy to spend money on cards and I have too many responsibilities. So it's a lot of money, and I'm very happy to share it with you here. Outside of that, let's return to the classic topic of the deck of the weekend, where every Monday I go over three formats, three decks that won, caught my attention, and worth sharing with you. Let's start with Modern, which is obviously the most popular format over here. And today, actually, in Modern, there will be a ban list. So we'll see what's going to happen. Unbanning, hopefully. Outside of that, let's talk about the tournament. The results that happened. And Espergoria was by far the winner of this weekend. It won the RC in China, it won the RC in Thailand, it won the SCG, it won the face-to-face open in Canada. He just won everything. I mean, I guess it didn't win the RC in Australia and Mexico. Those two were won by Living End, so I'd say that graveyard decks are everywhere at the moment. The reason for Glorious Vengeance to come out and win so much out of nowhere is because the format became very, very unfair. The fair decks have been pushed out with the bans of Fury, Up the Beanstalk, and the unfair decks are everywhere. And this deck is very unfair. It takes down the curve of the. It takes down the amount of mana you need to combo. You don't need 3 mana to win like Living End, but you only need 2 with Gore's Vengeance. Of course, being an instant also makes it very, very good against the other combo decks. Their innovation of the surveillance is also very powerful. This deck is playing 4. We have the blue-green, the white-blue, the white-black, and the blue-black. So very, very many surveillance to make this deck thick, to make this deck very good. And I mean, your plan is to mill Atraxa or Emrakul or Grizabrand with either Falaji, Fitful Mending, or Tainted Indulgence, and then you go Goryo, you reanimate Atraxa, you get the ATB, and then you ephemerate it so it sticks around. Play this deck today, and the combination of Falaji and Ephemerate is very cool. You go like end of turn Ephemerate on Falaji if it's protected and safe, and you can basically get a dig through time. And then of course you also have Grief and Solitude with Ephemerate backup. Atraxa doing very well in Legacy because you can pitch it to both Grief and Force, and here is the same with Solitude as well. So better than Grizzlebrand in that regard. But yeah, so this is definitely the deck of the weekend in Modern. Excited to see what's going to happen today with the ban list or unban list, and we will continue to give you modern content. I have a few videos already scheduled in modern. Hopefully they won't get hit, but if it happens, we'll see what I do with them, but probably upload them anyway. But I have no idea what's gonna happen with the ban list. It's impossible to predict. WotC is giving out pretty random ban lists lately, so nobody can foresee what's gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen, and we'll keep on playing the modern format, which is the one that I enjoy. So let's continue. Legacy. Legacy. Okay, so the deck I played was Sultai. I guess I can also show a deck picture, which is much prettier than a magical line link. Yeah, this is the Sultai deck that I played. It was played by both me and Pivo. Pivo did well with it. He went 5-1 on Friday in the team event and went top 32 on Sunday. I don't want to show my result because again it'll be shown in the YouTube video on Mango's workshop, so stay tuned for that. But it was basically a blue-black mid-range, splashing green for Witherbloom Command and Uro and some cyber cards. It was good. Overall, the top eight was mostly just blue mid-range deck. You had the three blue-black. We had Grixis, you had Teamer, and four Color Delver. So, like six fair blue decks. Definitely, that's super popular right now and going very well. The modern main event, the Legacy main event had 330 players. The modern main event had 450 players. That top 8 is also quite diverse. I don't think I have the full deck list yet out, but I saw that it was 7 different archetypes with only leaving and being twice and 0 rhinos. So that paper metagame always diverse in modern. Legacy was a little bit more like this. There was one goblin as well. Goblin was actually doing very well in the top tables. There were a bunch of them, the goblin combo deck. But yeah, under CGC where you see it here as well. Anyway, my deck of the weekend, I guess I am talking too long about that. My deck of the weekend is Black Green Depths, which top hated the Legacy fourth season, and it's a deck that we haven't seen in a very long time. Pyrex Mage, Dark Depths, Test Bench Stage, kind of yeah, an archetype of the past, but doing well this weekend by Enrico Bucci, which is a friend of mine, and he was playing Echoing Deeps as well, which is another land that I guess it's a new addition to it. Although the card that he said it was the best for him was Legolas Quick Reflex, protecting the Marilage as well as the Elvish Reclaimer. You can do some like nasty stuff with it. You go like your opponent kills Elvish Reclaimer, you Legolas Quick Reflex, giving it hexproof, and then you activate its ability to tutor a land, and you fight because this says whenever a creature gets tapped, so you can protect it and then fight. It's definitely strong. Sorry, not even fight. It deals damage. It's not even fight. I actually remember one time I attacked my 6/6 Murktide into an Elvish Reclaimer. My opponent played this. They give it reach as well, so they block the Murktide, then they tap this, they went get Sejiri Step to give this protection from blue, and then they dealt the 3 damage and the 3 damage of combat, so killed by Murktide just with the Legolas Quick Reflex. It was kind of unexpected for sure. This card does a lot of things, and yeah, kind of underrated because green is nowhere to be seen in Legacy. I mean, you have the Uro and the Carpet of Flowers, but outside of that, definitely not in Creature Shell. So it's cool to see this deck doing well. Yeah. And now the next format is not going to be Pauper, but it's going to be Standard. I have found a super sweet standard deck by Chris Bothello, ex member of the Rivals League during the Magic Arena days. He's a very good guy. I remember interacted with him a lot in those days, and he's been brewing in standard. So if you remember, there was that weird deck with Nissa and Aftermath Analyst that I talked to you about a few weeks ago. And this deck is another take on that combo. You're playing with 12 of these land. You have the New Capenna fetch lands that combo very well with Nissa, giving you 2 mana. And then you have Aftermath Analyst that reanimates them, and you get a lot of mana. And with that, you play World Soul Rage, which deals X damage to any target, and you reanimate X lands. So you deal damage and you reanimate lands again to get more mana with Nissa. You have also Virtuous Strength that just helps your Fireball as well as get your Nissa back or your Aftermath Analyst back for just a single mana. You have these Wrath of God, the Ill-Timed Explosion, and of course you have Memory Deluge, which is very good since you mill yourself with the Aftermath Analyst because the Nissa gets it, so you get a lot of Aftermath Analyst, and then you win the game with this Fireball. So definitely in an unusual way, he won his RCQ with, and I found that this definitely needed to be shared because it's so cool that in standard you can play combo, and this is not an intuitive combo. It's also probably very hard to do on Magic Online. I remember timing out a lot with the Sultai Reclamation deck. Sorry, not Sultai Reclamation, but Sultai combo deck from CFD sock when I tried it, and I would say that this deck is a little bit better because you don't have to do any weird recursion with Otawara, Takenuma, and Jace. You can just fireball your opponent. So this is definitely an easier take on that deck. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening to the deck of the weekend. If you enjoy this type of video, let me know in the comment. These comments always help the algorithm. So, be there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, do that. One video a day on Andrea Mengucci channel. Thank you so much and have a great week.